body bags where horror lies.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another week on the Body Bags. Your Monday's host, Dubbles. See, a flick I got for y'all this week is from 2015, and it is titled Amigo, Undead. I do not have a copy of this, but I streamed it on Showtime on demand. If you have Showtime, it's more than likely will play throughout the month, even if you don't have on demand. But yeah, Amigo Undead. It's a horror comedy starring Randall Park, who I'm a big fan of. He doesn't have a huge list of acting credits thus far. He started out with the Interview playing Kim Jong-un. If y'all have seen that with Seth Rogen and James Franco, I'm sure you've heard about the controversy behind it. But he's also the father on the ABC series Fresh Off the Boat, which I'm not a sitcom fan, but I highly suggest y'all check out if y'all are a fan of comedy or coming of age things. To me, it's kind of a wonder years for my generation, 90s kids growing up. So I don't know, it's a really cool show. Theme song done by Danny Brown, one of my favorite rappers. But anyway, really cool show. But anyway, that guy stars in this, Randall Park. He plays an actor named Kevin, who is just burnt out on his office job, and he is planning a camping trip with his estranged brother. And him and his brother are night and day. Of course, Kevin is a skinnier Asian man, successful businessman, and then his brother is an overweight goofball who is pretty much just a slacker and doesn't do much of anything. So you kind of got the dynamics there. They go on a camping trip. The other brother, his estranged brother, I'm sorry, I forgot his name at the moment. But Kevin's estranged goofball brother has brought along some friends, and they went on a camping trip. One of these friends dies accidentally, so the group has to think on their feet, and they decide to bury him in the desert, and that's when their problems begin to start. So that's the basic rundown of the plot. As far as the plot goes, it's nothing you've not seen before. I mean, we've all heard of the Indian burial ground and just any kind of little story like that. Of course, Pet Sematary really did it well. So it kind of does a play on that. To me, this flick was really trying to be the next like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, I think. And it fails quite a lot in that aspect, in my opinion. It's a pretty solid horror comedy, but I wouldn't put it on that scale of quality. Some of the humor is pretty funny, but a lot of it falls pretty flat. And the third act of the flick really felt underwhelming. It kind of had this steady build, and there's not a really big punch to this flick. There's not a knockout blow. It keeps your attention, but it's just nothing that just really blows you away as you watch it. I mean, it's a pretty shot film. I'm pretty sure it was done on low budget. They've done a great job with the quality control there. There's a decent amount of gore. Well, I wouldn't call it gore. There's decent blood here and there, which seems to be practical, so I'll give them credit there. But there's nowhere near the blood or the kills that we would hope or want in a horror comedy, especially one Amigo Undead that's a zombie movie. Zombie flicks, I think, is one of those horror genres. It has to be a rated R and usually has to be bloody to be quality, and that's just my opinion. But you can get by with a lot of other genres making, maybe making PG or PG-13 at the time, and still be atmospheric and cool. But zombie flicks just have that brutality to them that a lot of other genres don't. It's almost like making a cannibal flick PG-13. Like you just can't do it. It's hard. Um, yeah, there's nothing amazing about the soundtrack as far as that goes. Like I said, to me, Randall Park was the best thing in this movie. He's a great lead actor. He's funny. He's an entertaining guy. This is nowhere near a bad movie. I would just call it mediocre. Um, I'd give it a 6 out of 10, maybe even a 5.5. Just because it didn't have that drive or really too much originality to it. To be honest, it's kind of typical, and just felt like it was going through the motions a little bit. But said, I don't know. Give it a chance. Give it a shot. Y'all might like it. Said nowhere near a bad movie. Um, just wasn't for me. I found it slightly boring, to be honest. So, but that's Amigo Undead. Check it out. Oh yeah, I forgot to. It's mostly set in the desert, so you got the west. It's kind of a slight western horror flick. So it's kind of a cool setting, though. I'll definitely give it that. Um, but hell yeah, that's it, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Till next week. Peace out.